Hello there, record loving friend. Show pal Brian here from TokyoRecordStyle. I'm out here on the streets of Shibuya reporting from this is the terminal of Inokashira-dori. If you follow that road all the way back as far as it'll go, you'll eventually get to my house. And you'll get to Inokashira Koen and Kichijoji and a little bit past my house, but I like this little spot. It's right down the way from the giant scramble that's down there, the big Shibuya Scramble. And it's right across here from the Seibu department stores, which are kind of classic and old and have been here for a very long time. And it's right in front of the Yamanote Line that's passing behind me. And this little tunnel over here that takes you over to Nombe Okocho, where I used to bartend forever ago. Little bar called Meal at D. My wife and I used to. Was she my wife at the time? Yeah, I think she was actually. We both moonlighted there one night a week. It was really fun. And I am out here on the streets of Shibuya today. Uh-oh. I hope I have audio. Check 1, 2. Am I okay? Somebody give me some feedback on the audio. I hope I'm coming through okay. I am out here for another edition of Vox Pop. Hello. Vox Pop, the voice of the people, man on the street. Zeb in the house. What's up, Zeb? Good to see ya. And I'm out here with my sign, Show Me Your Records. I'm going to try to catch some record collectors out here on the streets of Shibuya. I just see one walking by right now. A nice, lovely. And yeah, this is my weekly-ish. Audio is okay, but lagging a little. Thank you for that feedback. Lagging a little. I hope you find some vinyl lovers. Thank you, Yvonne. I appreciate it. Yeah, I hope so too. If the audio is really crap, let me know. Sometimes it takes a few minutes to kind of settle in. It takes a little bit of time to just like get a good line on that Wi-Fi on the network. Not Wi-Fi, but anyway, are you guys good? Happy Thursday, hump day, hump day. No, double hump day. What do we call Thursday? Yes, it's the end of my day. I had a long day, and I'm coming out here to unwind. I actually had kind of a little bit of a revelation kind of recently. I'm thinking about visiting you next year in Tokyo. That's what you said last year, Yvonne. I'm waiting for you, so just come, and whenever you're ready, I'm ready for you to be here. I have to say, like all the news right now is everybody coming to Japan, and it's really changing the city. It's changing everything. It's even changing me, I would say. I hesitate to say that because I love the city so much. I love, I really do. I really genuinely I'm in love with this city. But yeah, it's just a little heartbreaking because it's really changing. And it's kind of like careful what you wish for because yeah, you want everybody to come and experience it and be like, oh yeah, it's amazing. But then you should have a vinyl hanging next spring. I already have one. You should align your dates with April 24th and 25th, I think it is. April 24th and 25th, the Tokyo Vinyl Summit, Yvonne. You should come. It's already in the calendar. It's going to align with the bonus track record fair. What's this car doing here? And yeah, we're going to have a vinyl meetup. But I think there's going to be at least 5 people already kind of confirmed, I think. Something like that. And then my Tokyo homies will get together and we'll have a big meetup. It should be fun. April, yes. April 24th and 25th, I think is the weekend. I think it's like the last weekend in April. And if you want to kind of confirm, then go look up the bonus track record fair. Bonus track record fair. And we're going to align our dates with the bonus record fair. It's all coming together, but it's official. We've launched it. So yeah, I'm just out here looking for record collectors, and there goes some. Oh, we're talking about records. Show me your records. Sumimasen. Talking about records. No, she doesn't want to talk about records. Um, I will trying. Okay, well, please do your trying. Please trying as hard as you can. We're very happy to have you come out here. You can come do the Mario Karts. You can go ride the little go-karts across the street there. There's the Mario Kart guys. You can get on the very, very cheap and broken yen. You can get a big exchange on your euros. The yen is the biggest gap in the U.S. dollar in since like 1986. Today, like every day, it's like this is the day. Today is the day. You should totally come. And if you wait until next year, it's not really going to change all that much, but it's going to be. It's hard. It's very. I don't know what the hell to think of it. It's everything's changing. It's happening really, really fast too. The laws are changing with like they're thinking about like the permanent residency is a big thing that people are talking about right now, and visas. People used to it sort of used to be carte blanche. You could just anybody, not anybody, but you could come here and work rather easily. But now so many people came, and so many people had like Japan on their, you know, bucket list as a place to go and live and work, and now they let a whole bunch of people in, and now there's getting to be some like anti-foreigner sentiments, and they've really ratcheted down the visa application or the visa approval process. What is the normal place for vinyl records in Japan? What is the normal place? Normal price? Normal price. Normal price for records? It's really all over the place. I don't know where. I don't know what you mean by normal price, but I'm gonna say, like whatever your price is back home. Like let's say it's a $40 or 40 euros or 30 euros or 20 euros. We're not getting 20 euro records here. We're not getting 2,000 yen records here. Records kind of start at like 50 J bucks, which is like 50,000 yen, which hardly is like a J buck anymore. And yeah, I mean, like me, 5,000 yen has always equaled $50. And in fact, when I first arrived here, 5,000 yen meant like $60 or 65, 70 bucks. And now it's like 5,000 yen equals like $30 or less. It's really, it's heartbreaking. And yeah, I'm earning yen, so it's really tough, and you just do your best, but make the most of the situation. But yeah, I think like a standard record, I rarely see records for like 2,000 yen or 20 bucks. They usually start at like 3, 4, 5, 6,000 yen. I just bought a record from the States. It should have been like a $40 record, $50 record, and by the time it got here, it was $100. So that's the way it goes. That's the cost of living on an island on the other side of the ocean. But the visa situation is changing a lot. There's so many people come here on different kinds of visas. They come here on tourist visas, which is generally depends on which passport you have, but it's like you get a 3-month visa, like the what do they call it? Like visa free countries. You can basically come without a visa. That's changing. They're going to do JASTA now, and you're going to have to pay $100 for that or something. But until the last couple years, you used to be able to come here as an American, and as most kind of Western developed countries, you could come here for a 3-month visa for free, and you don't need to pre-apply for it. You just show up and get in, and they give you the visa right when you walk in. But now you have to pre-apply, and the tourist visa situation, 5,000 yen is 300 Norwegian krone. Okay, that's a good price for a new record for me. Yeah, well, yes, it's like I'm really careful about just like my attitudes about all the tourists are kind of like changing every day. I'm kind of going up and down and left and right. At first, I saw this. I got invited to a warehouse, a record warehouse, and I got to see like just one of the big players' inventories, one of their kind of warehouse stock, back stock inventories, and it gave me a lot of relief that if this is just one of the players and there's 6 more of these giant players, then there's plenty. There's got to be plenty of records to be had here. But I keep seeing videos of people coming here and like, I mean, I'm contributing to it, so it's very, yeah, it's very confusing. I don't know how to feel about it, but it's played out. It's very, very played out, and everybody's coming and getting in on the goods, and it's just going in its cyclical nature as it does. It was, all the Japanese guys went all around the world to buy the best country of origin pressings, and they brought them all back here, and now it's all going back. A lot of stuff happening. The yeah, with the yen. I don't know if it's my algorithms, my feeds, but I'm just getting bombarded with what's happening in the world economy and how it relates to Japan, and if Japan ends up bringing all of this free money that it gave out to the world back to Japan, it's going to make troubled times for everybody, and especially me. So when I see people coming and sort of like, I know I'm like guilty. I'm just as guilty of it as anybody else, but like raiding the country of like the best treasures, whether they be, Pokemon cards or antiques or kimonos or toys or records or hi-fi equipment, or I my default is to sort of give it the whole situation the benefit of the doubt and think like, oh, it'll be fine, it'll be fine, it'll be fine. But Tower is getting, all the record stores are getting cited as becoming entirely too expensive. We're talking about records. You want to talk about records? No? Okay. You scored some records, right? Congrats. Okay, he got some records. He wasn't into it. So yeah, the visa situation is getting really, really tough for people. And then there's a situation where there's permanent visa, or there's lots of different kinds of visas. There's like, what do you call it? Like small business visas, something, business entrepreneur type visas, and they're not being so forthcoming and generous with them anymore. And you used to be able to like to apply for a business visa, a business owners, or what do they call it? I'm spacing the name of the particular visa. You used to be able to basically start a company in your apartment, but now they want you to have, I think it's like 50 grand in the bank. You're not allowed to. You have to have an official office, and you need to have a Japanese employee, and you need to be paying into all the systems. And if you don't, there's big penalties, and a lot of people are getting denied on business visas that they were like guaranteed to have gotten a couple years ago, or even just a year ago. So that's making a lot of like discouraging people from coming and making a plan to be here for a year or 2 or 3, and that's changing. Then with the permanent resident situation, which I'm a permanent resident. I'm basically like a green card holder. I have a permanent residency, which is how to say, it doesn't expire. It's and it's not. I don't need to renew it. It's permanent. However, there's a new system where they're going to potentially revoke people's permanent residence if the residents don't pay into the systems, they don't pay into the pension system, they don't pay their taxes, then you can get your permanent residency revoked, which, you know, it's getting to be crazy. And you need to be, henceforth, you need to be able to like be earning more than typical Japanese people are. You have to prove that you're like basically not a burden on the nation. You have to earn the average. I think they call it, you have to earn above average than the typical Japanese family or the typical local salary. You have to speak Japanese. You have to like pass a proficiency test. You have to take a cultural identity sort of cultural knowledge test, and you have to understand Japanese systems. And what's another one? You have to have enough money in your bank account. And yeah, they want to have this like orientation thing, not just for newcomers, but for existing residents. They want to have they want to make a system where you have to go to like learn Japanese systems and the Japanese way of doing things. And I keep seeing videos on my streams of like exhausted old timers, like tired of foreigners like breaking the rules, like eating in shrines and, you know, littering and jaywalking and, you know, just in general being a nuisance. And you just see these like, no, don't learn to do the thing or go back. And it's like, oh no. And that's not a really super typical thing, but I'm seeing it more and more. And then it's like, yeah, it's like what to make of it for me. I don't even know what to make of it for me. So, I gotta send a very big heart out. I should have sort of led with this, but we had a very big earthquake in Japan yesterday. Very, very big, Monday maybe it was. We had a very big earthquake in Kumamoto in Kyushu, a huge one. And oh my God, several dozen people, I think, what is it? Something like 13 people have lost their lives, and they're looking for dozens more. And a big giant shopping mall has collapsed. And oh man, like I'm connected to I was there in Kumamoto a few years ago. They had another big earthquake about 10 years ago in 2016, and I was down there doing volunteer work and it was huge. So it's just, oh man, the realities of like living in an earthquake-prone nation it's intense. And my heart goes out to my homies in Kumamoto and in Kyushu, because they use a slightly different, they don't use the Richter scale, they use a different scale, and it was a 7. And a 7 is enormous, and it's like where you can't stand up. And man, it can be really terrifying, extremely, extremely terrifying. So Kumamoto is on the north. I think it's on the north side. Is it on the south side? I can't remember. It's on the island. It's on the southernmost big island. Japan's comprised of 4 huge islands. The biggest one is Honshu, which is where Tokyo and Osaka and kind of all the major cities are. And then Hokkaido is the big one that maybe you know from up north. It's very kind of like countryside and very rural, and there's some ski mountains out there. Slower speed of life. And then Shikoku is I think like one of the most like least densely populated islands. I think there's been just like people have left, and the government's trying to do projects that'll reinvigorate that region and bring more museums there. And if you've heard of the like Naoshima Inland Sea, the Seto Island Inland Sea, it's a very cool like area you can go explore. They're trying to like bring a lot of tourism there. If you want to come to Japan, go to Seto. Like skip Tokyo, skip Osaka and Kyoto, and just go to Seto. I always hear about my friends going to, like when they came to Japan, they came through like the JET program. And the JET program is like, Japanese, what is it? Japan's English teachers or something. JET. I wasn't a JET. But it's kind of a little bit of you have to be selected for JET. It's the application process is fairly rigorous. It's like almost a little bit like Peace Corps. And you have to go where they tell you to, and you work in kind of a pretty professional capacity, I think. And a lot of my friends, that's kind of how they got into Japan, was through the JET program. And after you do your 2 years or your 4 years, wow, like this is what's changing. All of these guys who are driving these cars, these super loud cars, believe it or not, well, I don't want to say they're all foreigners. A lot of them are not Japanese, which is crazy. It's really crazy because these are like $100,000 cars. A lot of these cars, and I'm just like, what are these kids doing to come here? I mean, like, look at this. There's a top garage car and like transporter over there. Can you see that? You might have to like. Are there two cars on there? There's two cars on there. And these cars are like taking over Shibuya. It's like a new thing. It's kind of insane. I'm not into it at all. Hold on a second. Okay. What was I talking about? I was talking about the earthquake or something. Kumamoto. Yeah. Anyway, it's hot. Although it's tolerable tonight. It's kind of cool. Oh man, did anybody watch a live stream of mine? I did a live stream on my motorcycle a couple days ago at 361, and as I was like about 3/4 of the way home, actually, yeah, about 3/4 of the way home after a huge drive across Rainbow Bridge, a huge drive across Tokyo Gate. Thank God my clutch cable didn't break until I got sort of within a manageable distance to get home. And yeah, my clutch cable broke in the middle of my ride. I knew it was coming. It was foolish. It felt squishy. I should have known. I was like, oh, it's about to. I wonder if it's going to break again. I should buy one as a backup in case it does break. And hey, B-Sides, nice to see ya. And sure enough, it broke. And but this is kind of normal for me. Like I have clutch cables break on me once a year. There must be some little burr or something's wrong with my clutch lever, and just little, but there's like 20 little cables, 20 little steel cables in the cable itself, like little wires. And I think that just over months, one will break, and then another will break, and then another will break, and finally it's hanging on by a thread. And then it broke, and it was like, yeah, all nearly left me stranded, but I do know how to ride a motorcycle without a clutch. I was talking about this today with some friends. Yeah. You guys know how you guys, are you standard transmission people? Do you understand how a clutch works? It's pretty beautiful engineering. But if you can get the wheels turning at the same revs as the engine is turning, then essentially you don't need the clutch. If the engine and the wheels are going at the same revolutions per minute and they sync up, then the gears can align and they can go into gear without you necessarily needing to disengage the flywheel. And so, yeah, I got home. I did manage to get home, but it's tricky. It's kind of like flying an airplane with only one engine or something like that. But I managed. It was fun. It was a fun little challenge, but it's foolish at the same time because probably easy to have a crash. But when you grew up on old motorcycles and old classic cars and you've taken all your stuff apart and put it all back together and you consider yourself, you want to kind of, there's a badge of honor to, not getting stranded and exhausting all possibilities and rerouting the air conditioner to run the accelerator cable to revamp the thing and to flip the switch and move all power to the back and all thruster. Then if you can do something like that, then you feel like a badass. There's this beautiful line from Trey Anastasio from Fish. He talks about his guitar, and he famously plays on this really old amp, this like really, really old cabinet that he and his buddies built back in like high school. He's still using the same amp Same cabinet at least. And I mean, the same cabinet and the same speakers. I think he's got like a different head, but it's the same speaker cabinets and it's the same whatevers. But he says it's better to know your gear. It's better than having really good gear. It's better that you know your gear. And I mean, I am definitely an appreciator of finely designed, machined, engineered objects, whether they be cameras or motorcycles or cars or watches or typewriters or whatever, drills, blenders, lawnmowers, you name it. I love kind of like tinkering with this stuff. I definitely am not a mechanic, but I did work in a garage as a kid, and I did take my several Volkswagens completely apart and put them completely back together. And it was very, 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 very fun. Great core memories that I have with my father. I'm out here looking for records, sending my heart out to Kumamoto, who just suffered a huge earthquake. And yeah, just enduring summer. It's been like this. I think today is like the heat wave has sort of broken. I've got some stickers in my pocket. I've got some Tokyo Record Style stickers. If you didn't end up getting, hey, I'm not going to interrupt them. If you didn't end up getting a Tokyo Record Style sticker, send me a message and I'll be happy to put one in the mail for you. I owe some people some stickers. I put some things in the mail today. I've been meaning to put them in the mail for ages, and I actually made a trip to the post. You kind of have to, like, when you put things in the mail when you're a mail person, I don't know, I feel like it's like going to the gym or something. Once I go once, I can go again. Another Vox Pop. Let's go. What's up, Issa in the house? Nice to see you, dude. Yes, I'm out here I really wanted this to be a very short one. I just wanted to kind of flex this muscle. Oh, so the thing is that I'm on foot today because of this clutch cable. The clutch cable arrived today. So I'm going to go home and fix it tonight in the darkness. But I can fix it. It's not that hard. But, or maybe I'll fix it in the morning. But I'm on foot, and I'm never on foot. I'm never on foot. And even today, I took one of the loop scooters all the way from Suginami all the way to Daikayama. It was like 45 minutes. It seemed like quite a far ride. It wasn't that far, but it was far. It cost me 1,000 yen, which is like the most I've ever paid for a loop. But I was like, if I'm going to spend like 600 yen on the train, I'd rather just pay another 400 yen and be by myself on the scooter. And so anything but the train, Issa knows what I'm talking about. Anything but the train. I'd rather I'd rather walk. So, but the thing that I will admit, the best part about the train and like the worst part about riding the motorcycle all over the place is that you don't really get to people watch. You're in the zone and it's real awesome, and you're kind of like, you're in this kind of zen state of like super concentration, scanning the street, and it's beautiful. It like makes you, it's really a great therapy, to be honest. And all motorcycle guys will agree to this. But when you're on the train and when you're out on foot walking around, and like I haven't crossed the big Shibuya intersection in a while, like on foot. And there's so many people dashing out into the middle of the street to get their photo, and I'm just like, what are these people doing? But then you get to you see everybody's like clothes, and you see, girls and boys together, and some, sexy boots, and some scantily clad somebodies, and some, people in a hurry to go here or there, and you're like, oh, I need to study. I haven't studied people in a while. So it's good to like be humbled a little bit every now and again and get grounded from your bike so that you can remember what people look like, remember like what everybody looks like. Because you do kind of you do lose a little bit. You see like, oh, look, that person's got a fat lip. Oh, that person's got a, you know, a bad haircut. Oh, that person's got new computer. Or that person's got a, you know, new sunglasses or a bald spot or a, you know, bleach job that went sideways. You know, you just kind of like forget that when you're just zipping on the streets. That is one thing that I will admit, the advantage of the typology of humans that you get to enjoy when you're out there on the streets. But this is kind of this fills that spot a little bit. I'm not seeing any record collectors. It's past payday. I've seen a few, but not that many. Are you guys good? Yeah, I'm happy to be out here streaming. It's like it's actually really good for the noodle. It's really good for the creative juices. I got my little book here that I kind of write notes in, and oh, there's some folks. Sumimasen, sumimasen, hello, yoo-hoo, ha. Like charging off somewhere. What did I write down today? Just like thoughts as I have them throughout the day. I just kind of like stop and think about them. Write down a few things. Oh my God. I have a bunch of ideas here that I can riff on. I had a strange thing that happened to me recently. Not strange, but something kind of fundamental, kind of rattled me a little bit. I'll tell you about it. I went to a I like to walk around my neighborhood, like around, like I've already talked about this once a little bit, but I was walking around my work neighborhood, and I stumbled upon this really supremely cool denim shop. Okay, it's called Makers Inc., and I've already talked about it's very cool. And the guy who ran the place, Sugawara-san, was very friendly to me. He invited me in because it was kind of appointment only, and I was just kind of like looking in the window, and he said, "Come on in." And I just went in. I was like, "Whoa, this place is crazy cool." And I got totally infected by just how groovy the place was, like I often do when I discover new little things in my city. And I really love this. And so I said, I asked him all about the place. I asked him about all the things that were hanging, about how he got started, about how the thing, and I'm thinking in the back of my head, like, oh, it would be great if I could make a movie about this guy, a video about this guy. And not a movie, but a YouTube video. If I could, just show another facet of the city. And so he told me that he basically has 3 different things that he offers in the shop. One is he sells like vintage clothes and vintage jeans. 2, he has like you can order custom made jeans from him, and you can design them yourself. And oh, there goes the fire trucks. Fire department. Hope there's no fire. And then he has this other kind of like jean making workshop where you buy a pair of sort of standardized semi-finished jeans, and then you go through the process of finishing them with him. It's like a little 2-hour or 1-hour workshop, and you use the rivet machine. And oh, we're talking about records. Sumimasen, record kata. Record no hanashi wa do. And so I said, hey, I got this YouTube channel, and sometimes I feature shops like this. I like to find people in the neighborhood, and this would be a really fun one to share with my audience. And I'd love to just show people the shop, which would be super cool if you would allow me to do that. But also, let me just like pitch a pie in the sky idea. Let me say, like, what if I got one of these pairs of jeans, and like, would you want, if you agreed to have a video, would you want this jean part, this denim making process. Would you like me to show that off? And would you be interested in trading for it? Not just for a video, but like I would love to come in here and do photography of your spot, right? So I kind of gave him a one pager, you know, like a 1-page pitch, and he came back to me rather quickly, and he was like, I wasn't with an email I wasn't expecting, and he was like, everybody who asks me to come in here and do a video, he didn't say it, it was it was a written thing. He was very polite about it, but just for the effect here, he was like, everybody who wants to come in here and make a video, I don't care how many followers an influencer might have, I don't really want to grow bigger than I am. So I'm not really actually interested in exposure, even though that wasn't exactly what I was offering. But I wrote back to him and said, oh gosh, I probably was too forward with that proposal, and forgive me for, suggesting, I wasn't trying to get a freebie pair of jeans. I was trying to spotlight you. And then again, like I really respect your point of view, and I completely understand where you're coming from. And had I thought about it a little bit more clearly, maybe I wouldn't have been so eager to suggest a video, or that you might actually even be into it. And then a few days passed, and I kept thinking about it. I kept thinking about the fact that he'd kind of called me an influencer, and that he had said, I don't care how many influencers somebody might have. If you can come in here and do my workshop, and you can make a video and he was very, very, very polite about it. I'm sitting here saying it with a tone. We're talking about music. Do you guys want to talk about music? We're talking about records. You look like you got something music related. Oh, so close. She was really interesting looking. Come on. We're talking about music. Come on. Just talk to us about music. They were really interesting looking. Well, here, let me give you a sticker. You want a sticker at least? No, they're ignoring me. Okay. It's kind of she's really cool. Super like. Anyway. So I kind of was like a little bit like troubled by the fact that I got called, that I was perceived as going in to try to, get, use my influence and being like, hey, I deserve a free pair of jeans in exchange for a video. And I don't want to be that person. And I thought, oh, that kind of like spoils the fun a little bit. Like, does everybody think of, somebody like me in this situation who's doing something like this? Is that the perception? And of course it is. And of course it is, especially in a place that's getting more and more and more of people like this every day, and more, what do they call them? Entertain, what do they call them? The YouTubers who are like, obnoxious and shock jocks, if you will. I don't want to be a bad person. I don't want to be a bad YouTuber. I don't want to be an influencer. I don't want to like somebody to think of me as be like, oh, great, here comes another guy with a video camera who wants a handout. And I had a little crisis about it. And I got to thinking like quite deeply about it and thought, okay, how do I make that distinction? What am I doing? And because, and it kind of came to me, I'm not sure I've totally had my head around it. What do you guys think? I'm curious to hear what you think about this. Do you think it's a bad look if you're trying to be like cool and on the level and going into a shop and being like, yo, can I make a video here? And I mean, in Japan, you got to ask. I see a lot of people just like cameras blazing in, or the Meta glasses or whatever. Like, I do not want to I want to play by the Japanese rules, and I like the Japanese rules even. And I wish, other cultures would also play by the Japanese rules. Here comes some records. I'm just going to hold my sign. Show me your records. Want to talk about records? You got some records? Okay. You want a sticker? I got a sticker. They're cool. Have one. Okay, all right. Oh man, that was close. He saw me coming from far away. Wow, there's some interesting looking people out here. So I think I gotta reframe it a little bit. I don't think I want to. I don't think I want to ask for trade. I don't think that's a good angle. I think the angle is like documentarian. It's like it's somehow. Issa says, I don't think you're the influencer type. And if the internet interest is genuine, then the energy should be pure. Yeah, but I thank you for saying that, Issa. I agree with you. But if you're a guy, somebody who runs a shop whose every other person is coming in there with a little bit of a, yeah, maybe no trade. Yeah, I'm gonna give up on the trade. That was not a good idea. I'm not gonna be like, whoa, nice. That's like, oh my god, dude, that's like fucking. Do you see that? That's like just like that's the exact same costume that they wore in Intergalactic Planetary Intergalactic. That guy had the intergalactic costume on. Whoa, that was cool. I'm sure that was the exact one. You guys know the one, right? He had, oh my God, he had the helmet and goggles and everything. I wonder if he was like, I think he was like a real worker. Did you see him? He like in the yellow outfit, Intergalactic Planetary. It's quite funny. Hello. We're talking about music. Do you guys want to talk about music? Okay, nice music. Records. Dekodo. Bye. Okay. Well, this is what keeps happening. I'm getting nervous that I'm going to strike out, and then I'm really feeling like I'm about to give up, and then suddenly I'll get one. But everybody looks great. Everybody's so handsome and so pretty. A lot of cool looking, fashionable people. Man, I mean, like in general, like Tokyo especially, but Tokyo's a really fashionable city, obviously. But people dress to the tens. They really do. They super dress to the tens, and it's kind of a dead giveaway when you see. I mean, granted, the tourists are on holiday, so you'd expect them to be. But I'm gonna say I have a few points. No strikeouts. Maybe just have a style Vox Pop. Yeah. Ask about the threads. Yeah, I will. I should. Yeah. I need another. Maybe I'll do something on the reverse side. Talk about some fashion. I mean, but the problem is I don't really know anything about fashion, really. Oh my goodness. Okay. There's more stuff I have here in my little book. I noticed. I was gonna kind of save it for another stream, but maybe I'll riff on some of these ideas. Yeah, that was a big one. The Sugawara-san. I don't want to be caught up in the. Okay. I can't believe I'm gonna go here, but I am gonna go here. I heard a little song today. I heard a little young girl. What's this called? Septum piercing. 20 something, very kind of Tom Robbins ish, femme fatale, young hippie chick who's like in her essence, in her 20-year-old essence. She's singing a song on guitar to the camera, and it's about how I'm not gonna come to your gig if your poster is AI. I'm not going to come to your gig if your poster is AI. Oh, we're talking about records. You guys want to talk about records? We're doing a live stream about record records. Want to talk about records? No, you got some records? Okay. All right. Young guys coming with their family. Yeah, so she said like the chorus was like, you know, write it down on this, scratch it down on a piece of paper, I'll come. But if your poster is made by AI, stapled to a tree, I'm not coming. And I find myself scrolling through things these days, and I find myself being AI, not AI, AI, not AI, AI, not AI. That's Photoshop, that's AI, that's a mix. Is that Photoshop or is that AI? I find myself doing this. And I don't see a single AI generated poster or thumbnail or graphic that can hold a candle to something made by hand. And I'm not anti-AI. I'm anti-AI slop. And I think I'm going to make a little declaration for myself. Whether or not I actually can adhere to this, we'll see. And I may end up having a double standard, I admit. But I think I'm going to boycott. If your thing is AI slop, I'm not consuming it. I'm protesting. I'm boycotting. I'm boycotting AI slop. If it's garish, I'm boycotting it. I refuse to watch it. That's my new hill that I'm dying on. Garish AI slop. If it's like bright red and bright yellow and it's got flames on it and it's obnoxious, I'm refusing to watch it. As tempting as I might be to watch it. Oh, we're talking about records. You guys want to talk about records?
Yeah.
Yeah, nice. Okay, cool. What's your name?
David.
Brian. From, where are you from?
Spain, Barcelona.
Spain, Barcelona. Nice to meet you. Here, let me give you a microphone. Okay, so this is David from Barcelona, and you're in Tokyo, and I'm Brian.
Okay.
And this is a YouTube. We're streaming on YouTube, and it's called TokyoRecordStyle.
Okay, perfect.
TokyoRecordStyle. And if I see record collectors on the streets, I
Yeah.
stop and I talk to them about records.
Okay.
And you're here with your lovely who's off screen. You don't have to be
Wife.
on camera. You can stay here, but you can come on if you want to be here. Let me give you one
Yeah.
sticker.
She speaks English better than me.
Okay, that's okay. You're doing okay. There's a
Okay.
sticker for you. Okay, looking cool. So you're visiting Japan? Are you on
Yeah.
holiday? Okay, great.
Yeah.
And did you just arrive, or have you been here for a few
No,
days?
it's our finish.
Last day?
Yeah. No, 2-3 days, but we have been in Sapporo, Kaido.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Okay, Sapporo.
Yeah.
Why'd you go there?
It's colder than here.
Nice. Okay, wonderful. I was just saying, probably not so many tourists in Sapporo.
Yeah.
Very few, I guess.
Yeah.
Very few, I guess. That's so great. Did you go to Otadu? Did you drive around a bit?
Yeah.
Some amazing places. Go to Hokkaido. You will be super rewarded if you go. It's the weather's nice, it's cool. The skies
Not
are
many
big.
tourists.
Yeah, not many tourists.
Yeah.
It's very nice. And did you rent a car? Or did you go by train?
No, by train.
Okay.
Gear pass.
A JR Pass.
Yeah.
Okay, nice. And so you went to Osaka and Tokyo only?
No.
Oh, sorry, Hokkaido.
Yeah.
Sorry, my bad.
Yeah.
Hokkaido and Tokyo. Anywhere else?
Everything between Tokyo and Sapporo.
Really?
Yeah.
Sendai too. Good
Like
job.
Like a month.
You're kidding me. Wow, you're a
Yeah,
month in Tohoku. That region of Japan is called
it's
Tohoku.
Yeah.
And that whole seaboard was affected by the tsunami in
Yeah.
2011. Did you visit any of those areas? Not so much.
No,
Sendai
no.
was also affected, but some of the other cities, they were like erased from the map.
Yeah,
Really?
yeah.
Wow. Okay, but it's it's famous that part of Japan. What was your impression? What were the people like? What was the food like? Just of the country, the
Yeah.
rural parts.
A lot of seafood,
Uh huh.
fish. The people cozy, and there are not many tourists, so everything is only in Japanese. And
More authentic
yeah,
experience,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
Okay.
Today we arrived here again, and it's like I don't like it.
Too
Like,
busy.
yeah, I
Okay.
prefer the other part.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. Very nice. I just learned about a town near you called Otto. Otto. Otto.
No.
Oh no, no, no! In
No.
Spain, in near Barcelona, Otto, a mountain village by volcano.
No,
Otto. Olot. Sorry. So Olot.
Ulot.
Yeah, and it looks probably like Hokkaido a little bit.
Yeah, kind of.
Okay, I
kind
heard
of.
there's like I just studied about it. And it looks quite interesting. Somebody else I met, she was from one more time. This
Ulot.
Olot.
Yeah.
Okay, so how about did you make any friends along the way? Did you make any like kind of Japanese friends?
One girl who works in Uniqlo Sapporo.
Okay.
She studied in Zaragoza. It's
Okay.
a city close to Barcelona.
Okay.
And yeah. And
Her boyfriend? Okay.
we met her again in other small village, and we changed our Instagrams, and now
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, she was kind and gentle
Yeah,
and
yeah,
friendly
yeah.
and everything. Okay, wonderful. So you went to the
Okay,
famous Tower
yeah.
Records, right? You have to go there, 10 store, what is it, 8 stories of music,
Hey,
right?
Yeah.
How's the record store, how's the record scene in Barcelona?
I used
Many
to,
small shops, big
yeah,
shops?
many small shops.
Okay.
I used to buy just online,
Right.
because the things that I like, they are not in my
Local shop?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, how many, like Barcelona is a quite, 10 million, 5 million,
No,
1 million?
2 million.
2 million?
Yeah.
Okay. And so are 10 record shops? Are there 20 record shops? Something like
No,
this?
there are a lot, but
Many,
not
okay.
of my kind of music. There
Okay.
are not too many.
What's the you can find all types, jazz, traditional music, rock, everything. You
Yeah.
have, of course, you have everything.
Everything.
Show us what you scored today.
Okay, first of all, a box
Oh, nice. Okay.
for vinyls.
That's cool. Tower vinyl box. I mean, yeah, you got to get some swag. So
Yeah.
that's a good purchase.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
Tower vinyl box. So you can always remember Japan. Are you gonna ship some records home in this? Did you buy a lot of records or just?
No.
Okay, because maybe you could buy a box and you could bring them
Yeah.
home in the box. Okay, very cool.
This is the first one.
Okay.
Cassette.
Oh, cassette.
Turnstile.
I think this might be the first cassette that's featured on my
Your
channel.
channel.
Yeah. Okay. Turnstile.
Yeah.
Never
on blue,
enough. Okay.
On blue.
On blue cassette, on blue plastic. That's so cool. Oh wow. Okay, so now I haven't gotten back into cassette culture yet. What's
Yeah.
your first medium? Is CD? You're
No,
young.
cassette.
Cassette is your
yeah.
first, really? Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
You had Sony Walkman.
Yeah.
Okay. Me
And
too, basically.
Every phase,
Right.
I used to record.
Right,
yeah.
right on them, right?
Yeah.
It's so great. It's such a great, but I was worried that the new cassette culture is using like kind of a cheap, like material, and they're like doing the kind of single style but this is not. This is perfect.
Yeah,
This
yeah.
is the real old school style. It's got like the whole, and it's got liner notes, and that's gonna be great. And look at the little double rainbow. Okay, anyway, sorry.
Okay.
I'm freaking out on that a little bit from Turnstile. Nice. Well, tell me about Turnstile. I don't know. I know I've seen their name before, but I don't know them. They're super
it's-
famous.
Yeah, they
Tell
were
me
like
about
old school hardcore.
Hardcore.
And
That doesn't look like a hardcore
no,
cassette
no.
at all.
I met them when they were hardcore. Now they are like hardcore and other kind of styles
Okay,
of music.
interesting.
They are mainstream.
Okay.
But I
Love them when they were
love them,
metal.
yeah.
Okay. Hardcore.
Next one
Nice. Okay. Chubu.
is The Exorcist.
What Exorcist
Yeah,
theme song? Oh my
yeah,
God!
of Michael
Tubular,
Field on
tubular
Japanese.
bells.
Yeah,
Okay,
on
tubular bells.
Japanese.
Not a whole theme for. Wow, that's awesome! Nice 7-inch here. From the Exorcist soundtrack. Hold on, tubular bells and theme. Okay,
Yeah.
theme from the Exorcisto tema.
Yeah.
I know tubular bells. Very cool. Yeah. You can read it in Japanese in the
Yeah.
katakana. Wow, very cool. All right, nice. You
And
got some
this
vinyl.
is my wife's choices
Okay.
because we are equal.
Nice. Audrey Hepburn. What is this? Roman holiday.
I don't know in
Charade.
English.
Breakfast at Tiffany's, of course. Moon River. Wow, wonderful Moon River. Oh my God, Audrey Hepburn. She's such a babe. You see her. She's beloved in Japan. Probably, if you just stand right here, if you look around, you can find an Audrey Hepburn somewhere. Did you see her? You can see her everywhere. But that's okay. Beautiful. Were these are quite reasonably priced? A little expensive.
Yeah, 600.
600 yen. Well
It's- yeah,
done. Well
it's
done.
like,
Okay, bravo. Anything
and
else?
the last one, yeah, Mary Poppins.
Oh my God, nice scores, dude.
Japanese.
Japanese press. Mary Poppins. What is it? Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
Yeah.
Chim chimney, chim chim tree. A spoonful of sugar helps the medicine go down. Natsukashi. Feed the birds. I forgot this one. 2 pence in a bag. I barely remember. Supercalifragilistic. Wow,
Yeah.
nice score. Japanese Mary Poppins. David, nice
That's
job,
all.
dude. Well done. Mary Poppins, The Exorcist, and Breakfast at Tiffany's.
hardcore
Classic
punk
and
style.
hardcore punk. That's so funny. Very cool. Okay, well, groovy. Thank you
Okay,
so much.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, to records on the back of the
Yeah.
sticker, there's a QR code, and you can see the channel and you can
Okay.
follow. And if you come, this is your first time to Japan?
No, fourth.
A fourth, okay. That's why you went to Hokkaido.
Yeah,
Because you've
because
been
I've
to the
seen
other places.
everything, yeah.
I see.
Yeah.
Well, okay, here's one. Give us two advices. One, I just want some general advice for anybody who's coming to Japan. What's an advice you have? But first, I want to know, do you need to go to Kyoto before you go to Hokkaido? Can you, on your first trip to Japan, can you go to Hokkaido? Do you have to go? Does everybody have to go to Kyoto first? You think so? Yes?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay,
Yeah.
you heard it here. You have
Yeah.
to go to Kyoto first.
Yeah.
Then you can go to where else?
Hokkaido. I love Takayama,
Takayama.
Nagoya,
Nagoya.
Kanazawa,
Kanazawa, good choices. Nagoya, what'd you like?
Nakendo route.
Okay, the Nakano Sando.
route.
Yeah.
It's,
That's the famous path that all the
Yeah.
samurai walked back in
Yeah.
the day. Wow. You walked some of the path?
like 2 or 3 hours. Yeah.
Wow. It's like El Camino Real.
Yeah,
Yeah. It's like,
smallest.
okay, nice. All right. They're Spaniards. They have to go walk. They have to go
Yeah.
on walking.
Yeah.
All right. Cool. Well, very cool. I have yet to go to Spain, but maybe we can be friends and maybe we can meet again. And if you keep coming to Japan, maybe you
Okay.
message me. You have a new friend in Japan.
Perfect.
Okay.
Yeah.
So nice
Okay.
to meet you. Thank you
Me
for your
too.
time. Hold on.
Okay.
Let me see if there's a question for you. Maybe there might be one question for you. Maybe not.
Okay.
Hold on. Let's see here. No strikeouts. Okay. Ask about the threat. Oh, you want to talk about your Tokyo Record Style. So it's Tokyo Record Style. So we're also talking a little bit about style.
Okay.
It's a little bit about fashion.
Oof.
So you've got, but that's okay. Hold on. Can you show us your pin badges? He's got a nice pack here, and he's got Cat Nekobasu from Totoro.
Specialty
Nice coffee.
places.
And this is from Nara,
No, this is from Sendai, I think.
from Sendai.
And
Okay, and
Doraemon.
Doraemon. And what's this one?
It's a specialty coffee from Korea.
Okay, cool. Very nice. And this one, you got one more over here.
Famichiki.
Okay, Famichiki.
Best fried chicken in Japan.
Did you try the hack? You know, they say like
Yeah,
you
yeah,
should-
with egg sando. Yeah, yeah.
right, right.
Yeah,
But you
yeah.
have to get like the egg sando from Family, and then or the from Seven, and then the Famichiki from Family Mart, and then
No,
you combine something
but
like
I
this.
prefer it separately.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Me too. Okay. Well,
Okay.
so nice meeting you. Take
Okay.
care. Arigatou gozaimasu. What's your
Arigato.
name? Adriana. Nice to meet you. Okay, Brian. Bye. Arigatou gozaimasu. Bye. Adios. Wonderful. Okay, we didn't strike out. Hello. Oh man. Okay. Wow, look at this guy. This guy's carrying a giant, he's carrying like 3-meter long poles on the, probably he's gonna put them on the train. Okay, they were lovely. Very, very lovely. Oh, I didn't get his I wanted one more tip from him. What's just like a good piece of travel advice, but oh well. Pros. Ariana and David. Very, very cool. Very on brand. Yeah. With the Neko Bus can badge, I love that. Love Neko Bus, love Totoro. And the Fami Chiki badge. What else did he have? Some deer thing. They're cool. They're very nice. And she had a Les Mis shirt on, which was quite cool. So yeah, okay. Thank you guys for helping me not strike. He's very friendly, very very nice. I said, "Do you want to talk about records?" Yes. He just said yes. It wasn't even like, so yes, I do. Wonderful. Okay. Well, I think I went for an hour. I hope you've been entertained. That's another edition of Shibuya Vox Pop. I really like doing these. It's like, it's great. Uh, it's great exercise. It's great like mental exercise, and it's fun, and it's good. It's good for the. It's like washing dishes. It's like it's good for the soul. Missing the daily streams, Isa. Me too. Honestly, me too. I'm missing the daily streams as well. I'm gonna get back on track here, but it's hard. It's hard. So this is I streamed. I did a midday stream that wasn't live the day before, which is on. You can see that if you want, if you didn't already. And I'm trying. It's like my little studio. Hey, DJ Trish in the house. DJ Trish, I watched your, oh, forgive me. I liked your video, but I didn't leave a comment. I should have left a comment, but I did watch it. And I hit the like button. DJ Trish has got a new video. Everybody go watch DJ Trish's new video. And sign up for her newsletter. She's got a nice newsletter. It warms my heart every day and she's really good about sending them. She sends lots of them out. But yeah, I need to get my newsletters going again, and the live streams as well. The live streams have been really good to me, and I just kind of took stock in them yesterday and realized like how important they are to me, because I think I derive a great deal of like wholeness. I want to say like satisfaction, but it's not quite satisfaction. It's like nearly missed you, Jonas in the house. What's up, Jonas? Good to see you, buddy. Yeah, you'll have to go back and rewind and check it out again. So many cool looking people. It's just like, I wish you guys could just see this fashion. It's like everybody just. Do you guys want to talk about music? You want to come talk? You look so cool. If she looks back, these girls are crazy looking. They're really crazy looking. Okay. But yes, Issa. Oh no. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay. I think my monitor froze. I'm gonna turn backwards now. Okay, I'm done, guys. Time to wrap it up. I'm gonna go home. Thank you for hanging out, and thank you, Jonas, for dropping by, and Issa, and DJ Trish, and Yvonne was in the house, and Zeb also dropped by. Okay, it's working again. Hold on. Okay, I will see you guys on the next stream. Have a good from Shibuya with love. Hit the like button if you wouldn't mind. I'd most appreciate it. And oh yeah, lots more to talk about. I'll try to go again tomorrow morning, maybe 12 hours from now. I have more stuff I want to talk about, but I want to save it for a stream and not a Vox Pop. Okay, be good out there, folks. Stay cool in the summer. Are we at solstice yet? Has solstice come and gone yet? Are the days getting shorter? Has that happened yet? I think it has. I hope you guys have a nice rest of your July. Okay, see you. Bye. Oh!